What's up? Oh yeah. There's the mic. What's up? Wonder how much this Pokemon card will go for that I found. 20 cents. Let's find out. I got TCG player. Why not? Here, let me sign in. Probably not wrong. All right. What is it? Dark Dragonite. Which printing? You got a $20 one, a $12 one, $28 one, $33 one, $5 one. Out of stock. It looks like $10.50. 20 and 50. Team Rocket. This one. Damaged Unlimited Hollow Foil. 33. Team Rocket. Or is it this one? It'd be $4.95 damaged. Yeah, $4. Okay. Cool. Whoa. Keeps trying to grab the background. So I was looking at upgrades for Bolas. And then Squatch kindly reminded me they just reprinted Ancient Tomb and Gemstone Caverns. So I guess they're on the table now. For Bolas. Nastiest fucking deck in the world. It is so gross. You don't even want to know how gross this fucking thing is. I'm also thinking about a Kefka and a Consecrated Sphinx. The deck, I don't know where the fuck I'd put it, but it would go in. I found a funny red card. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Is it Seize the Spotlight? Do it. Dude, I put those cards in there. It's going to be fucking crazy. The spell is called Invoke Calamity. Okay. Invoke Calamity. 37-cent card. One red. You may cast up to 2 instant and/or sorcery spells with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard and/or hand without paying their mana costs. If those spells would be put into your graveyard, exile them instead. And exile Invoke Calamity. Not bad for 5. That's really not all that bad. I'm all like, You know what's really cool? Nicol Bolas Dragon God. A blue, 3 black, a red. Nicol Bolas Dragon God has the loyalty abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield. That includes your opponent's planeswalkers too. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Stephanie, are you hiding? Stephanie, are you hiding? Where you at? I'll be right back. Code Elvis.
The great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat?
Okay. Next week, there's going to be a special episode. No, not next week. Week after. There's going to be a special episode. Special. See here. Dude, Kefka. Have you guys fucking seen Kefka yet? Holy crap. 2, blue, black, red, legendary creature, human wizard. He barely counts as a human. I should say god. God of magic. Whenever Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. Pay 8 and each opponent sacrifices a permanent of their choice and then transform Kefka. Activate only as a sorcery. Flying. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. Hey! Knock it the fuck off! Thank you. Go babies. I have. It's funny. Transform him. I know he's transforming. I also have a Valky. What does he do? I forgot. As Tibalt enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with you may play cards exiled with Tibalt Cosmic Imposter, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Exile the top card of each player's library. Exile target artifact or creature. -8, exile all cards from all graveyards, and add red, red, red. It's actually really cool. That is like the best Tibalt ever. And then Valky. Valky himself is fucking awesome too. He's a clone. He's a black clone. Hey, what'd I say? Knock it the fuck off. Y'all wanna do that? You go outside. Go on. Go. I'm ignoring you now. Consider Scooby Snacks turned off until further notice. Unquenchable Fury is another funny card. Unquench. Wait, what? Unquench? I don't know. There it is. It's going to cost 20 mana. And it's going to say each opponent sacrifices a creature. Oh, wow. No, it takes 3 mana. Look at that. Yay. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has whenever this creature attacks, it deals X damage to defending player, where X is the number of cards in their hand. Unquenchable Furies put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return it to your hand. That's actually not bad. That's actually really good. That's super good. Okay. So I was going over Faldorn, and I was like, well, how much can I get with Faldorn? You know, before you know, I hit my limit or whatever, right? And I was thinking, I could definitely get Party Thrasher, right? Definitely get Party Thrasher. And share the spoils. I'm not sure if I want to share the spoils. I started reading that again, and I was like, oh, anybody cast that card off the top of your library during their turn. Anyways, what would a D&D deck be without a fireball? Here, boom. The spell costs 1 colorless more to cast for each target beyond the first. Fireball does X damage divided evenly routed down among any number of targets. Check out Soul's Fire. Oh, god damn it. 2 red. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any target. Oh, yeah. That's a I forget what it's called, but yeah. It's an aggro thing. But yeah, Fireball. That should really be in this deck, I think. Because Fireball. And as much mana as it makes, why not? Fucking hit everybody for like 30 fucking damage to the face. I put, what, 34 into it? Right? That's what it'd take. 34 into it, and I could kill the whole table. Because by the time you got 34 mana, everybody's down at least 10, right? Hiya. This printing's for memorabilia only. Makes no fucking sense. They use the same goddamn card stock. I gotta check this one out. Fireball. That looks ugly and terrible. I'm sorry. I hate it. There seriously is only one good-looking Fireball card, and it's just the OG. Like, this one's okay. And I know. Yeah, like, that's okay. And I absolutely hate these printings right here. I hate these printings. Just fucking hate them. Can't stand it. Yeah. Oh, God. God damn. Can't even fucking switch. There. So that's probably the version we're getting. Yeah, we're going to put Fireball up in this bitch. So I can just be like, I cast Fireball! I put 43 into it. Oh, I guess I could go over my Grissix deck. You guys ain't got me long for today. Might as well explain like my favorite deck I can get excited about. Ooh, look at all these. Ooh, ooh, so pretty. You guys want to know? You guys want to know? So it's Nicobolas the Ravager, 1 blue, black, red. Flying 4/4 Elder Dragon. When Nicobolas the Ravager enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. Pay 4 in Grissix, exile Nicobolas the Ravager, and return him to the battlefield transformed under owner's control. Activate this only anytime you could activate the sorcery. +2, draw 2 cards. He starts off with 7 loyalty, by the way. -3, he does 10 damage to target creature or planeswalker. -4, put a creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. -12, exile all but the bottom card of target player's library. You literally exile their library. It's fucking great. I've only pulled that off like once or twice, and it was hilarious. As for planeswalkers, we should just... Here. Dreamy's still on the table. As for planeswalkers, we have Ashiok, the Dream Render, for 1 and a hybrid Dimir. Legendary Planeswalker Ashiok. This is the stained glass foil version. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search their library. -1, target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard, then exile each opponent's graveyard. Which is cool, because I can mill myself with this and then exile everybody's graveyard. Because graveyard hate is important. And it also stops people from searching. So, there's that. Ashiok Nightmare Muse, 3 blue, black. Legendary Planeswalker Ashiok starts at 5 loyalty. +1, create a 2/3 black and blue nightmare creature token with whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. Just in case if you were wondering what she looks like, she's actually right here. Ooh, I have a numerous of these of her. She is fucking amazing. Very good card. Nicobolas the Dragon God, blue, 3 black, and red. Nicobolas the Dragon God has all the loyalty abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield. +1, you draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control. -3, destroy target creature or planeswalker. -8, each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or a planeswalker loses the game. Tevish Zat, Doom of Fools. +2, create 2 0/1 black Thrall creature tokens. +1, you may sacrifice another creature or planeswalker. If you do, draw 2 cards. Then draw another card if the sacrificed permanent was a commander. -10, gain control of all commanders. Put all commanders from the command zone onto the battlefield under your control. Teversat, Doom of Fools, can be your commander. I really like him. He's got draw and he protects himself. What's not to love? Liliana, the Dreadhorde General, for black. She's got a passive ability, and whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. She's also got 6 loyalty counters starting off with. +1, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. -4, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. -9, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. Yeah, permanent of each permanent type. You get to pick a creature, a enchantment, a artifact, and a land, and a planeswalker. And then the rest go to fuck. Nicobolas Dragon God, or Nicobolas God Pharaoh. 4 blue, black, red. +2. Starting loyalty 7. +2. Target opponent exiles the cards from his or her library until he or she exiles a non-land card. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. +1. Each opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand. -4. Nicobolas God Pharaoh does 7 damage to target opponent or creature an opponent controls. -12. Exile each non-land permanent your opponent's controls. Your opponent's control. Yeah, some nasty planeswalkers. I used to have Narset in here too. Man. Hold on. I was just thinking, isn't Narset a fucking game changer? She's like one of the game changers. She sure is. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Oh, yeah. And then, like, her ability is look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put the rest into your hand. Or put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Yeah, you don't have to plus her. Just keep her out there like a fucking enchantment. Creatures, or I only have 19. Usually I'm very creature heavy. We got Baleful Strix and a blue-black artifact creature bird, 1/1. What is the most powerful creature on the battlefield? A flying death touch, 1/1. When Baleful Strix enters the battlefield, draw a card. This is just a fucking amazing card. And beautiful artwork. Dothi Voidwalker, black creature, Dothi Rogue, 3/2. Shadow. This creature can block or be blocked only by creatures with shadow. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it with a void counter on it. Tap. Sacrifice Dothi Voidwalker. Choose an exiled card from an opponent. Blah. Sacrifice Dothi Voidwalker. Choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it. You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost. He's just super good. Dockside Extortionist. Valki, God of Lies, 1 and a black. 2/1, legendary creature god. When Valki enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals their hand. For each opponent, exile a creature card they revealed this way until Valki leaves the battlefield. Pay X. Choose a creature card exiled with Valki with converted mana cost X. Valki becomes a copy of that card. The flip side of him that you can cast instead is Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter. 2 black, red. As Tibalt enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with you may play cards exiled with Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. It said play cards too, so like, lands. +2, exile the top card of each player's library. -3, exile target artifact or creature. -8, exile all cards from all graveyards. Add red. Dualcaster Mage. Opposition Agent, 2 and a black. Flash whenever you control your opponents while they're searching the library. And while an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards for as long as they remained exiled. And you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast them. Treasure Nabber, 2 and a red. Whenever an opponent taps an artifact for mana, gain control of the artifact until the end of turn. Super fucking good. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if there was like any other printings of Nicobol. What the fuck is that? Enough with the fucking cutesy shit already, wizards. Those are just stupid. Yeah. See, I actually like the art on this one. Right? But I don't like all the fucking Japanese bullshit that they threw on it. So we'll stick with the stained glass foil from War of the Spark. Or promo. Yeah, there's this. I don't really like that art though. Squatch has got this one though, and he loves it. Dragon God. I think, which one was it? Was it this one? There's one of these. I just thought was just like the fucking coolest. Might have been this one. I'm just checking all the printings now. Oh shit, that's fucking badass. I need that. That's cool as fuck. Like Commander Legends. Fuck yeah, it's metal as fuck. Liliana, Dreadhorde General. Oh shit. Okay, Foundations is fucking sick. We got War of the Spark foil. Let's check out this bitch. God damn. Oh, she wear. Oh. She wearing the chain veil? It's kind of horrifying to think. Looks like it. Behave. Okay, SSs are back on the menu, boys. What's this? I hate the chibi arts. Ooh, I like that foily etched Double Masters. That's ooh, San Diego Comic Con. Fucking cool.
Ooh, Scooby snack.
Fair enough. But it's so good. Oh shit. All right. It's a babies. Did they make another? Oh damn! Look at Baleful Strix from Final Fantasy. All right, Double Masters foil. That's what I got right now. Let's check this bitch out. That's pretty fucking cool. Whoa. Hold on. Bro. Look at that. Look at that Baleful Strix. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Ooh. That one's pretty. Kind of reminds me of the owl from Ori. Doesn't it? Damn. Okay. That's fucking cool. That's an upgrade art. Like, I like that. Like, super bunch. All right, Dax's duplicate. You may have Dax's duplicate enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature in the battlefield except for as haste and dethrone. Whenever it targets the player for the most life or tied for the most life, put a 1/1 counter on it. Hostage Taker. When it enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature until Hostage Taker leaves the battlefield. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. Dun dun dun. Actually a combo piece. Everything's in here as a combo piece, but still. Orvar, the All Farm, 3 blue, changeling. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more permanents you control, create a token copy of that's one of those permanents. Whenever a spell or an ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card, create a token that's a copy of this permanent. I fucking love it. I really liked this art, like the borders and stuff of Kaldheim. Kaldheim looks so fucking awesome. Phyrexian Metamorph. 3 and a Phyrexian blue artifact creature shapeshifter. You may have Phyrexian Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or creature on the battlefield, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Shieldred the Apocalypse, 2 black. I'm surprised she's not a game changer. Death Touch, whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. And she's like fucking up there in price. Jesus Christ. She's still not even sub fucking $50. Let's see here. Dominaria United. Oh, I see this art. I haven't seen that one. That's fucking cool. I do not have the foil of her. I didn't realize she was like a giant centipede creature. I always thought she was like the fucking Blighttown boss in Dark Souls. That's what I thought she was. Spark Double, 3 and a blue. You may have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature, planeswalker you control. Except it enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it if it's a creature, and an additional loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker. And if it's legendary, that permanent's not legendary. He's not legendary. Coercive Recruiter, 4 and a red. Whenever Coercive Recruiter or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, gain control of target creature until the end of turn, untap that creature. And until the end of that turn, it gains haste and becomes a pirate in addition to its other types. Yay, pirates. I like pirates. I want to make a fucking nautical themed deck. I don't know if I want to do Krakens or pirates. I think pirates would be really fun and rude. Kiki Jiki the Mirror Breaker. 2 red haste, tap, put a poke token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature you control on the battlefield. That token has haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, you're about to get burned. Impulsive Action just got fucking nuked. Let's go. Fuck off, you fucking piece of shit. Tucci. Peregrine Drake, 4 to red, flying. When Peregrine Drake enters the battlefield, untap up to 5 lands. Plain and simple. 5 drop, untap 5 lands. He's a free flying 2/3 Jake. I read that as a bot message. It most certainly is a bot message. Maybe. I was pretty sure it was. Just when I got done digging in the pile of my cards. Hell yeah. Turgid, God of Fright. 3, black, legendary creature, God Menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a creature, sacrifices a non-token permanent, or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Flip. 3, black, tap. Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discards a card. Pay 3 and a black, untap Turgid's Lantern. Because I haven't organized it from when kids got into them and fucking ruined my organization collector. Did find a life counter. Well, there you go. Vitali the Primal Storm. Whenever Vitali the Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of each player's library, then you may cast any number of non-land cards exiled without paying its mana cost. Hullbreaker Horror, 5 and a blue, 7/8 Kraken Horror. Flash. When this spell cannot be countered. Whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And that is, as they say, is that. Scheming Symmetry. A black. Choose 2 target players. Each of them searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top of it. Diabolic Intent. 1 and a black. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library. The Elder Spell, black. Destroy any number of planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way. Torment of Hellfire. X black. Repeat the following process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Twin Flame, 1 and a red. Twin Flame costs 2 and a red more to cast for each target beyond the first. Choose any number of target creatures you control. For each of them, put a token that's a copy of that creature onto the battlefield, except for those tokens have haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. I remember needing 2 of those life counters of how much life I had with my approach deck before. Oh man. So for this, for like 4 mana, and then, well, technically 7 mana, 7 red. Technically 4 red, and like fucking 3 colorless. Right? Or 4 colorless, and yeah, 4 red. So 8 mana. No, 3 colorless. 3 colorless. No. 3 plus 5, 8. 8. 4 red and 4 colorless. You could literally take everybody's shit and have an infinite amount of fucking dual caster mages to swing out at. It's pretty cool. Hi, BB. You're welcome. Yes, you're a good boy. You welcome. Got a Loki here. He's a baby boy, Loki. He's a good Loki bear. Mwah. Love you, buddy. Deliver unto evil, 2 and a black, sorcery. Choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a Blue Lost Planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. Leave the chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest into your hand. Exile, deliver unto evil. Praetor's Grasp, 1 black. Search target opponent's library for a card and exile it face down. Then that player shuffles his or her library. You may look at it and you may play it as long as it remains exiled. And it says Shieldred weaves every thread of information into a noose to hang her enemies. Ooh. I still can't quite understand that picture, but I don't think I'm supposed to. So it works out. Nice. My life counter goes to 99. And one time I had like 140 life. Yeah, you just start using D20s after that. Seize the spotlight, 2 and a red. Each opponent chooses fame or fortune for each of those players who chose fame. Gain control of a creature that the player controls until the end of turn. Untap those creatures, they gain haste until end of turn. For each player who chose fortune, you draw a card and you create a treasure token. Surprised you're not paying more attention, Awesome. This is a theft deck. It is literally what it does. It steals everybody's shit and fucks them up. Dark Intimations. 2, blue, black, red. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker that discards a card. You return a creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand, then draw a card. When you cast a Bloodlost Planeswalker, exile Dark Intimations from your graveyard. The Planeswalker enters the battlefield with an additional loyalty counter. I think I was playing Two-Headed Giant and had a burn deck next to me. We got Deadly Rollick. The next 3 spells I can cast for free if I have my commander on the field. And yes, even if he's transformed, he is still my commander. So Deadly Rollick, exile target creature. Deflecting Swat. Choose new targets for target spell or ability. Fierce Guardianship. Counter target non-creature spell. Alright. Now we're on to Dark Rit, black, and add black to your mana pool. Whim of Vorath for a blue, and it has buyback 2. Change the text of target permanent by replacing all instances of one color, word, or basic land type with another until end of turn. Figure that one out, guys. Cyclonic Rift, 1 in a blue. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Overload, 6 in a blue. This is a very special Cyclonic Rift. It is absolutely gorgeous. And the flavor text is, oh, that's what that switch does. One of them says, oops. And then is it specialized in unnatural disaster? Hope's arrow magic is, I'll try to watch out for you too. Damn, that is a pretty ass fucking Cyclo Rift. Damn, that's a really pretty Cyclo Rift. Damn, the etched one's pretty sexy too. Cool. Then I got a mana drain. Counter target spell. At the beginning of your next main phase, add an additional colorless to your mana pool equal to the spell's converted mana cost. You is now me. What? What the fuck? What do you mean you is now me? I am so lost on that. What the fuck ever. Anyways, model the mixture. Blue, target, counter target instant or sorcery spell. Transmute, 1 blue. When you transmute, you discard that card and you go and find something that's a true 2-drop in the deck. That's all. Narset's reversal. Blue, copy target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hand. You may choose new targets for the copy. Change a single word on a card. Oh, yeah. Talk about Whim of Warwrath. Blue with buyback 2. Change the text of a target permanent by replacing all instances of one color, word, or basic land type with another until the end of turn. That is such a powerful fucking card. And it's no one color word, not color or word or basic land type. One color word. So if it says blue on it, you could change it to me or black or whatever. Or basic land type, basic forest to basic mountain. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It could be any card. Wastes. Basic island. You might be wondering why my, $1,800 fucking dollar deck is sitting here with a fucking Whim of Vorath in it. It's for some reason $6.48. But there's meaning behind it. There's meaning. Okay, now where I got terminate, black, red, destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. All suns must set. That's pretty cool. I also have this other terminate in my pack. This one. There you go. Yeah, I have this one. It's pretty cool. I might flop it out. I don't know. Feeling cute. Bedevil, black, black, red. Destroy target artifact or creature or planeswalker. Ghostly Flicker, 2 and a blue. Destroy or exile 2 target artifact, creatures, or lands you control. Then return those cards out of the battlefield into your control. Perplex, 1 blue, black. Counter target spell unless its controller discards his or her hand. We can't see the other arts. Oh, yeah, huh? Doesn't matter. Most of them are ugly. Perplex also has transmute, 1 blue, black. Go find a 3-drop. Saw in half, 2 black, destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature, except their base power is half that creature's power, and base toughness is half their toughness, rounded up each time. So it'll always be at least at 1. So the best counter to this deck is Pickpockets. Pickpockets it. I don't know. Mana Crypt, if you can outrun it. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, Mana Crypt deals 3 damage to you. Tap, add colorless. Sensei's Divining Top, and probably the most beautiful Sensei's Divining Top you'll ever see. Pay 1. It's a 1-drop. Pay 1. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put them back in any order. Tap, draw a card, then put Sensei's Divining Top on top of its owner's library. Soul Ring, 1. Tap, add colorless. Arcane Signet. I don't really need to do these. Spell Roar Stone, Talisman of Dominance, Talisman of Indulgence, Ashnod's Altar, Chromatic Lantern, Mirage Mirror. Maybe I need to do this one. Pay 3. Pay 2. Pay 2. Mirage Mirror becomes the copy of target artifact, creature, or enchantment or land until the end of turn. Whew. Anything. Gilded Lotus, pay 5. Artifact, tap, add 3 color of any one man. Add 3 mana of any one color. Bolas's Citadel, 3 and 3 black. Now, let's read all of this card because a lot of people just stop. It says you may look at the top card of your library at any time. So you can always look at the top card. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than paying its mana cost. So, you know, it gives you an alternate cost. So like X spells, overloads, kickers, they don't work. But it's all right. And then for the part that nobody fucking reads, and I've used it to kill numerous people, is tap, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. I have killed so many motherfuckers with that ability. Because, you know, when you fucking play a land, a Soul Ring, an Arcane Signet on turn 1, right? And then you drop your fucking commander one turn and everybody discards a card. People tend to hurry the fuck up. So, you know, by the time it got around, everyone played their Soul Rings or whatever. You know, they dropped all their shit. It's like turn 3 or whatever. And then I go ahead and drop fucking Dockside Extortionist, which I thought was pretty cool. Right? Because I got like all sorts of mana from it. And then like after that, I was like, oh, cool. It'd be cool to saw that motherfucker in half. So I saw Dockside Extortionist in half, and I got 2 Dockside Extortionists and 2 triggers off of him. And I had all the fucking mana in the fucking world. Right? And so Dockside Extortionist was there. Okay? Well, I got Bolas's Citadel out. Right? During all that time. And I just started fucking paying life off the top of my library, and I had like all these treasures and shit from fucking Dockside that I wasn't using. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I read fucking Bolas's Citadel, and I was like, oh yeah. Right? And so like everyone's at like, you know, 25 some odd fucking health or whatever, right? And I thought it'd be really fucking cool to fucking ult Nicol Bolas the Arisen. So I ulted him, and I put target creature or planeswalker card from my graveyard onto the battlefield under my control. What'd I go find? I found a Dockside Extortionist, and I put him on there. I need me some solid halves. So Dockside Extortionist came back onto the fucking battlefield, right? And then I was like, oh man, that's so fucking awesome. And then like fucking Spark Double came. So I had Spark Double become a Dockside Extortionist. At this time I had like 60 fucking treasures. And I just went, that fucking somebody's instep right before it was my turn. I think it was Justice. I tapped Bolas's Citadel, sacrificed 10 non-land permanents, and did 10 damage to the table. It hit my fucking turn. And I was like, oh, cool. Fucking sacked 10 treasures and fucking tapped fucking Bolas's Citadel for fucking sacking 10 fucking permanents or whatever, right? Shit was so fucking funny. And then Uvar, the all form, was on the field, right? And I had Whim of Vorath in my hand. And so I took Whim of Vorath and I changed Bolas's Citadel's black to blue. And I made a copy of it. And I sacrificed the original. And I tapped that bitch and did another 10 damage to every motherfucker at the table and killed them. And everyone went, oh, what the fuck? And this was like all by like turn 4 or 5 or so. It was fucking crazy. I made so much treasure. It was the treasure day. It was just a funny way to win. Don't ever forget that tap and sack 10 permanents. And each opponent loses 10 life. That shit's powerful as fuck. Cunning Rhetoric. 2 and a black. Whenever an opponent attacks you or one or more planeswalkers you control, exile the top card of that player's library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. This is Black's propaganda. This is a black propaganda. That's all that is. People don't want to do that shit. Ristic Study. Do you want to pay the one? Soul Ransom, 2, blue, black, enchant creature. You control enchanted creature. Discard 2 cards. Soul Ransom's controller sacrifices it, then draws 2 cards. Only any opponent may activate this ability. So I can take somebody's shit and they can discard 2 cards to make me sacrifice Soul Ransom. When that happens, I draw 2 cards. I like making their life 10, then hitting them with Bolas's Citadel. It is fun. So cast like 87 spells. What do you mean? You didn't cast 87 spells? I'm so lost. I'm not paying the one. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Gotcha. Stolen Strategy. 4 and a red. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top of each opponent's library. Until the end of turn, you may cast non-land cards from among those exiled cards, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Point 2. Each opponent discards a card. Point 3. Put target creature or planeswalker card from the graveyard under the battlefield under your control. Treachery. 3 blue blue. When Treachery comes into play, untap 5 lands. You control enchanted creature. You know what's really cool about Treachery? I could turn Treachery into an Insurrection in this deck and have infinite mana. I will never pay the one. Y'all want to know how to get infinite mana with Treachery? I swear to God, you don't blink it. Play it against the wrong deck, they can force you to draw your whole deck. Nice. Well, if you guys want to know how to make Treachery act like an Insurrection, you steal everybody's creatures and have infinite mana, let me know. Lands, 33. There's only 33 lands in here. Not even any modal lands. Just 33 lands. Arcane Lighthouse. Pay 1, tap, add 1 colorless to your mana pool. Pay 1, tap. Until end of turn, creatures your opponent's control lose Hexproof and Shroud and can't have Hexproof or Shroud. I can make everyone deck themselves one by one. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Blightstep Pathway. It's the modal for the red and the black. Blood Crypt. Bloodstained Mire. And yes, these are the cards that are actually in the deck. Every single one of these bitches. The sets and everything. Command Tower. Exotic Orchard. 4 islands. And yes, it's the Bolas lands. The Amonkhet. The Amonkhet Bolas lands. Karn's Bastion. It's the pay 4 tap proliferate land. Manamo School at Water's Edge. It's got pay blue tap untap target legendary permanent. 5 mountains. Phyrexian Tower. It says tap sack creature add black. Blue to Delta, River Glide Pathway, to Lava Glide Pathway. They're both cool as fuck. It's very pretty land. Scalding Tarn, Steam Vents, 5 swamps. The lesbian stage. Teleria West. It's got transmute. You transmute for 3, and you go find yourself a 0 grot. Fuck yeah! Let's go! We love preachers. Bless you too, man. Bless you too. The Riverside Pathway and Lava Slide Pathway. Yeah. River Glide and Lava Glide. Diesel one. Scalding Tarn, Steam Vents, 5 swamps. Thespian stage. Comes in, you pay 1. Pay 2, tap the Thespian stage, becomes a copy of target land, and gains this ability. Teleria West. This goes find any land I want, right? Discard this card, search your library for a card with converted mana cost 0, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library. Transmute all these as sorcery. I can find any land and mana crypt. That's it. Teleria West. Nope. Training Center. Vesuva comes in tapped, but it acts just like a Thespian stage, and you don't have to pay the 1 and tap it. And then Watery Grave. That's all that's in Bolas. Oh, you have that card. That's what you're saying. Yeah, it's a good ass card. I love the Pathway lands. I think they're great. Any questions? Yes, Loki, what's your question, sir? Oh no, that's up to them. I don't determine it during this time. I know you goodest boy. I know you goodest boy. Yes. You are telling them. They see you.
Ooh, Scooby Snack.
Scooby Snack. There we go. Oh, your babies. Go on. Go on. Ah, there we go. Meow. Okay. Fuckers, suck it. What's the worst land? I mean, a tapped land. Straight up. Your tapped dual lands. Those are pretty terrible. They don't even do anything. I use teeth. What the fuck are you talking about? Those are going to be so out of context. It's going to be great. So do you guys want to know how to make treachery, make infinite mana, act like an insurrection as well? Without blinking it? Actually, I don't think you can blink it and do that. But pretty ingenious. Just saying. There's some stupid shit. You cast it and you manage to swap it around. No. Awesome, you should be able to do this easily with how much fucking mana you fucking sling around. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. All you need is Orvar, the All-Form, and Treachery on the field. And Whim of Vorath in hand. You need 3 mana open. What you do is that you have Orvar, the All-Form, on the field. Changeling, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if its target one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents. With Treachery out on the field, you pay Whim of Vorath with its buyback, creating a copy of Treachery since you have targeted it, right? Treachery then comes into the field, untaps 5 of your lands, and also attaches itself to a creature. And you do it over and over and over again till you are satisfied, and you will be netting 2 mana. And you can just keep putting it on creatures you control too and shit. Like, it does not matter. You can put Treachery, like 6 Treacheries on 1 creature if you really wanted to. Doesn't matter. So you just keep fucking making Treacheries and keep making fucking all kinds of mana. And you take everybody's stuff. It is now yours. All your stuff. All for the low, low cost of blue. And your soul. Maybe a little bit of conniving. The Orvar and the Whim of Vorath combination goes infinite with like 20 cards in this deck. It is ridiculous. Same with Dualcaster Mage. And like fucking Dualcaster Mage and any Blinky, obviously. That's also that. Dualcaster Mage and just Twin Flame. Cast Twin Flame, then cast Dualcaster Mage right afterwards and make infinitely Dualcaster Mages. Another infinite combo in this deck is Kiki Jiki the Mirror Breaker, Manamo School at Water's Edge, and then whatever the fuck else you got on there. On the field, so long as it's not legendary. And you just constantly untap Kiki Jiki. Or no, you need to have like Manamo, Kiki Jiki, and Paragon Drake's infinite mana. But you can get Kiki Jiki to go off twice with Manamo, which is pretty fantastic. Yeah. Other than that, this deck is fucking rude as hell and protects itself very well. It is gross. I call it Alzheimer's. Because, you know, your library is your spell book, and I'm taking it. And it's your mind. Shh. And it's mine. Because I think it was after I placed 5th D20, somebody gave me 2. Oh, nice. Good job. I don't know how you do it the way you fucking spend your mana. What was that card you showed me yesterday? Superstar or whatever? It's actually a really good card. It really is. And it's an aura. God damn, you better be winning with that bitch. Just saying. 9 mana? Do people really fucking drop 9 drops? I'd rather drop like 3 cards. Super State. Yeah, that's what it is. I'd rather drop 3 fucking cards than spend 9 mana on 1. I say that, but I'm like looking at a fucking 7-drop fucking Nicol Bolas Dragon God right now. I have 2 7-drops in this deck. If you have the mana, you might as well. The problem is getting to that mana state. I can do it in Krakens, but that's because I don't let people have a board state. Yeah, that helps. There's at least 7 infinite mana combos per color. Name 3 in white. That's not artifacts. That doesn't involve colorless artifacts that can be used in every color. I'm waiting. No, artifacts can't count because they can go in every deck. Doesn't matter. They're neutral. They're Switzerland. You said 7 infinite mana combos per color. White does not. White barely goes find a land without permission from the table. Go on, Sif. White be like, did you cast your 5th spell this turn and drop 2 lands? Because if so, I could go find a plains and put it on the battlefield. How do you get tokens to tap for white mana in mono white without using it artifacts that are colorless? I will accept white artifacts that have white devotion to them to cast. Show me. I'm dying to know. You got 9 minutes. I don't play white enough. Nobody does, because it's shit. You know how white ramps? I'll tell you right now how white ramps. By making everyone pay extra for all their shit. That's how white ramps. Green goes to find an extra land per turn. White says fucking, hey. White ramps off of blue. No. You said monocolors. There's at least 7 infinite mana combos per color. We're starting off with white. We'll get to blue next. Blue's pretty easy. Felidar Guardian and Restoration Angel is not infinite mana. Sorry, buddy. Prove it. Felidar Guardian enters the battlefield. You may exile another target permanent you control, then return that to the battlefield. Okay. Restoration Angle. When this creature enters, you may exile target non-angel creature you control and then return it to the battlefield under your control. How does that net you mana? Luminous Broodmoth and Solemnity. How are these infinite manas? They're infinite combos for sure, but how are these infinite combos? In white. Yeah, see, there really isn't. There is not. I was just going to go with mono white infinities. No. No, Awesome said, his exact words, there's at least 7 infinite mana combos per color. He can't even name one in white. I said 3 in white. I was being like kind of rude by saying that. I was going to be like, yeah, well, name 1 in fucking white. There probably is 1. I wouldn't doubt it. There's probably 3. Now, see, Squatch is onto something. You want to make infinite mana in a mono white deck. Use that Luminous Broodmoth and Solemnity with like a Phyrexian altar, right? And an Ashnod's altar. That'll work. That'll get you infinite mana. You need a white ETB mana generation, which I don't think they exist. They don't. They don't. There is doubling ETB abilities, though. Well, okay. So here you go. I figured it out. I know how to do it. Bear with me. Whoa. I'm not buying this deck again. Decks. We go white. I got it. Well, here, let's just go mono white. New deck. Elish Norn. Which one's which? The Grand Cenobite? No. Do. Is it Mother of Machines? Yes. Okay. So use unlisted. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. Restoration Angel. Felidar Guardian. And Plains. That's infinite. You have Elish Norn on the field, a Restoration on the field, or a Felidar Guardian on the field. Right? And you go ham with the Plains. Elish Norn doubles the ETB triggers, right? If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Felidar Guardian, when he enters, you may exile another target permanent you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. You exile Restoration Angel and the Plains, right? Then they come back to the battlefield. Restoration Angel will blink Felidar Guardian and maybe Elish Norn, right? You don't play white. That's how you do infinite mana. That's the only thing I can think of. Boop. That would be infinite mana. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, find a completely different one. I did find infinite mana in white, though. That's kind of sad when you think about it. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking mana to make infinite mana. By that time, you should be fucking winning anyways. It's like 3 fucking 5-drops. I know. I think every color has at least one. I think. I don't know. Well, we did it. We did it by 9. We found one. We made one anyways. Anyways, I'm fucking Audi 5000 for the night. See y'all next week. Bye.